Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton forged pendant called the Sling LED pendant. This is the 139825. Beautiful fixture. Very, very graceful with the forged acrylic that's coming down and the light kind of passing through it like a fiber optic. Awesome fixture. Let's get into details on the height of the fixture body itself. That's going to be independent of the rod it's going to be hanging from. So that's 36.2 inches in height. The width on it is 34.2. The depth on it is 8.6. When we get into overall height, now we're talking about the distance from the bottom of the fixture, which would be the bottom of that acrylic, to the actual ceiling itself. You're going to have a range. It's going to go anywhere from 39.6 to 84.6 as standard product. So to show you that, it's broken up into different lengths coming down, and how we show that to you is on a chart. That chart is way down there in the corner of the page. You're going to see all of these numbers, and they basically are going to show you which combinations of which rods you're going to be using to get to those targeted overall heights. So kind of take advantage of that. Another place to see that's going to be on the installations instructions. So if you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over on that side of the screen, midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. So open that up for me. It's going to show you full parts list. It's going to show you schematic drawings of the whole thing, how to put it together. Very simple. Also, lots of drawings of the canopy up in the ceiling, which a lot of you guys want to see. But it's also going to show you that same chart and the combination of these pipes. So Hubbardton Forge is using a system of these pipes, and what these are threading on the inside here, threading on the inside of this, and then also what's going to put them together is called a connector. Connector is going to be just like that, has a little threading on the ends, and it's very, very simple. You basically just screw them together. Couldn't be more simple, just like that. So how you're going to put this together, you're going to notice in the installations instructions, you're going to put some towels down. You'll put your fixture body down, and that's going to be the part that has the LEDs and the lights and the wires coming out of it. You're going to just slowly snake your wires through these little parts, piece by piece. So you're going to put the wires through a connector, then you're going to put the wire through a pipe, whichever pipe you're going to be using. You guys will figure that out long before this part of the equation. But you're going to put your wires through all these things, exiting this, the canopy up in the ceiling, and then you're going to screw it all together. And when it does screw all together, you're going to notice that this is an amazingly clean look. You can barely even see there's a line there. Hubbardton Forge mills their fixtures with almost like NASA precision. It's pretty incredible. The canopy up in the ceiling, this guy here, is 5.5 inches in diameter. It is already set up for slope ceiling. So if you guys have a slope ceiling, you're all set. It has a knuckle built at the top of this, just like your finger, like that. It's going to allow this to be slope ceiling adaptable to 45 degrees already. So you can see how it goes just like that. Okay, let's talk about a couple other things on this. The most important thing a lot of you guys want to know is how bright this is. It's using a 9-watt dedicated LEDs. It's a dimmable fixture. Those LEDs are built into that arm coming down, and that light is going to shoot down through that acrylic. That's giving you about 600 lumens delivered. That's about the equivalent of a 60-watt bulb. So this is not like incredibly bright, but it's also bright enough that you can use this in lots of different applications. People will put this in, well, to begin with, it comes in at 39.6. So if you have a pretty good tall ceiling, you could probably use this in a foyer as you walk in the front door. People will put this over dining room tables. I've seen people use 2 of these and kind of stagger them side by side. That would actually give you 1200 lumens, which is going to be more than you would ever need for a dining room table. So you might want to think about that too. So like I said before, it's also a dimmable fixture, but it's dedicated LED. So when you guys are talking to your installer about the dimmer that they're going to be putting on the wall to switch this on and off, just make sure that they know it's an LED fixture. Let's get into finishes now. If you're on the HandmadeInVermont.com website, look over on this side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a tab. It's going to say Finishes Help Guide. Click on that for me. There's going to be a video on there of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton Forge finishes and how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be talking about a chart a little farther down on the page. You'll see it next to me here. It's going to kind of go over the differences between heavy forging and non-heavy forging, and it'll be talked about in that video. So it's really important that you kind of watch the video, use the chart. You can click on that chart on different things. So you can click on dark smoke and a big page will pop up and show you lots of different things in dark smoke. Click on burnished steel or natural iron, it'll do the same thing. But it's really important that you understand how Hubbardton Forge's finishes are kind of divided into translucent and opaque and how they can look on different fixtures. Our showroom in Vermont has we're up to 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We have a What's on Display page. It's way up there in those red tabs again, so click on that and you can see what we have to show you. That changes all the time because we're always adding things as they come out. Showroom's open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. We have an amazing clearance center here too. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. If you were coming to visit us, bring a good-sized vehicle, something like a big SUV or maybe a small truck or something like that, because you might find something in the clearance center that you want to take home, and it's a lot of fun to go through. 75% off MSRP is an amazing bargain, so you should really take advantage of it if you can. Like I said, we're open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. You can call us at 802-446-2400 during business hours. You can email us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all the time. We love to answer emails. When you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. There's no tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont, and we're the only dealer with 90-day returns and no restocking fees. No one else even comes close to that. Some larger items are non-returnable. We'll always tell you about that. It'll be in the description thing, that part of the description underneath on the very bottom. So keep an eye out for that. We also offer a rush program. Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. They don't stock anything. That's how you're going to get all your finishes, your adjustable ranges to play with, all those things. We can cut that time in half, and it's super inexpensive. If you want to know more, drop a quick email, and I can walk you through the whole thing, okay? So, if you guys have any other questions, let me know. Love to see you in our showroom sometime, and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.